I want to focus quickly on this song, California Breeze. I mean, first of all, the music itself is stunning. What did you feel when you heard that track, when you heard that music come together?
For some reason, I just heard California Breeze. It was like the harmonizing in the back. It just was saying California Breeze to me, even though it's not saying that.
When it came to putting the songs together on this new album, we all noticed that some of the songs that have really connected with people over the course of in between albums didn't make it onto the track list. Was that always the intention for you to put out songs that stand alone, or did that decision get made when it was time to compile the body of music as a whole?
When it was time to compile the body of music as a whole.
How many songs do you think you had to choose from in total?
It was a lot of songs to choose from. That's how I ended up choosing so many. I say maybe 80 songs.
That means that there's a vault, right? That means those songs exist in some capacity. What's your feeling about music that doesn't make it onto any particular album? Do you sort of still hold on to those records for a later date, or do you...
I still hold on to it. Sometimes I could release it on another date, and it can be what it's supposed to be. Or sometimes I could, sell a song or whatever the case may be.
Dude is shopping right now. Hold tight. Lil Baby out here just trying on some garments while he's doing an interview on Apple Music Radio. This is what I love about this. This is the one thing I love about post-quarantine media and connections, is that we no longer have to let go of this experience. You can be shopping for beautiful clothes while we're having a conversation right here, Lil Baby. This is real life.
Exactly, real life.
Baby, I was curious, if you jump off with 23 songs and in the era of the deluxe, like, is that still a thing that's on your mind? Are you still going to try to bounce back with maybe?
I'm not going to try to do a deluxe. I'm just going to let that rock out, let that be it.
Can I ask you why? That's a decision. Why'd you make it?
I think I just want to go on and get it out there. I had them waiting so long, I don't even want to prolong no more. Go on and knock this whole It's Only Me out, then come on out with another album.
Facts. When we caught up in 2020, the album that you lined up, My Turn, was a game changer for you. It established your voice 100% at the table of the modern greats. How has life changed for you in between then and now? We were still in quarantine then, but you continue to thrive and have success. What does My Turn mean to you looking back on that album now?
My Turn means a lot to me. Looking back on it, I didn't imagine for it to be that big, and it's still not really setting in, because to this day it's still breaking records. So looking back on it, I try to put myself back in that vibe and back in that time space, like what I was doing or what I was feeling, to try to keep that same energy on my next album and so forth. The last time I dropped the album, maybe 2.5 years ago. That don't seem like a long time, but for where I am in my career and how fast things change for me, I'm almost a completely different person. So in my lyrics, you can hear a major elevation.
How much were you charging for a verse back in 2020?
2020, maybe I would say 100,000.
When you announced in the media, you told people how much it costs for you to do a verse. What was the motivation behind that ultimately, beyond honesty? Was it to send a message to people who might want to work with you, this is exactly where I'm at? Or was it actually to say to people, don't hit me up because I'm not in the business of doing features for everybody?
It was just a question, and I answered. I honestly don't even like putting my prices out there. I just really don't care for people to know, for real. But definitely just putting it out there, so in case you was thinking about reaching out and asking, you already know.
Get your money right, or don't even at me. Let's talk a little bit about some of the people who've shown up on this album on It's Only Me. There are people you've got great relationships with across the board. Who gave you a great experience? Who gave you one of the best experiences working on this album with you?
Actually, honestly, no one. I'm trying to think. I don't think I got in the studio with no one and made a song, because I've been moving so much. So everybody who on the album, I sent them a song. Except my artist Rollo, me and him in the studio together all the time. But for the majority, I sent everybody a song. So I ain't really have a lot of experience. I'm coming into this album straight off of work, if that makes sense.
When you got the parts back, when people would send back the verses or send back their contributions to the album, was there anything that not to create hierarchy, but was there anybody that you heard return a verse or something back to you that really made you feel something special, really blew you away? You were like, wow, they really went out.
Basically all my features, because my features, okay, just say when Baby get a Drake song, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to try to do my best if I can. So I feel like I'm in that position now. So when I send somebody a song, they always gonna send me back their best work.
You just finished some shows with Chris Brown, but obviously, you've got. I'm sure you have your own touring plans. You yourself said you have 2 hot albums now. You can go out and support, as well as everything else, collaboration, remixes, and other tapes that you put out. What are you thinking in terms of performing live now? You've done the co-headlining tour. What's your headlining status saying?
The only thing I'm focused on is my performance, like my stage set. I'm trying to give them the best experience they seen.
Apple Music Artist of the Year, man, 2020. Where's your award, bro?
It's at my house on the counter.
We appreciate you, man. And we were talking before we got on the air, and we don't get into lists too much, Lil Baby. We don't try to create, like I said, a hierarchy for the arts. But someone made a statement in the room, and no one disagreed with it. Hottest rap artist on the planet right now. Period. And I think we genuinely all concur that you are that, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. Most definitely, man. I think that mean a lot coming from y'all. Dealing with all the people y'all deal with and stuff.
What does that mean to you when you hear a statement like that as we say goodbye? What does that mean to you? Because I know that you have you put a lot of love into other things, into real life things, how to help people, how to contribute beyond music, use your success and platform to raise awareness and to contribute. So when you hear that just purely on a creative level, you're at the top of your game right now, can you put into some words what that actually means to you from your point of view?
It means that I'm on the right track, but it also means that I gotta just keep going, because when people give you such high expectations and give you these big shoes to fill, it's even worse if you don't feel them from just regular feeling. When people depending on you and everybody expecting you to win, and if you don't go all the way hard, I feel like it'd be like a worse outcome.
Found anything you like today, bro? Are you gonna pull a card out?
Yeah, I've been in here for a minute. I've been on phone calls. So I'm looking, but I'm not looking, but I'm looking.
I know we're distracting you from spending money, man. We don't want to do that.
I appreciate y'all for that.
Inflation is sky high right now, man. We need Lil Baby out there cutting checks.